Hey, I just wanted to talk for a second about the challenging economic times that we're kind of facing, some of the headwinds a lot of our customers are facing. You hear Microsoft and a bunch of others talking about, that it's time to do more with less. What they're saying there is automation is the key, because think about what businesses do for people. They do things better, faster, cheaper. That's kind of what's happening. And that's why we're hearing a lot about AI. I'd like to point out there's a whole other set of things that you can look at, are really, I guess, maturing technologies. And primarily, I'd like to talk about like the Power Platform, which is a subset. That's Microsoft's version of the low code, no code. There's other big players in there like Mendix and some others, but Microsoft is one of the emerging leaders there. And of course, that's the space we play in is Microsoft. And we couldn't be happier about the possibilities that the Power Platform brings. And we'll actually have a case study coming out soon. It'll just be a real kind of an anecdotal thing of a problem that was solved for a customer, but it was a whole lot of work that they were doing for 1,200 locations that their customer had to support all this manual kind of OSHA requirements generation for documents. And there was multiple steps to it. There was, taking PDFs and opening them and filling them out and doing some other stuff and spreadsheets and everything else. So we're able to automate this in using Power Automate. And it's a great example of how you can turn that into something that was very manually intensive into something that serves the same purpose and takes a lot less people time out of it. That frees up people to do more for whatever they can do to create more value for their customers. So the Power Platform is tremendously valuable. It's really starting to emerge. We're seeing within our customer base, some customers we were talking to a couple of years ago didn't have it at all, and now they have it, and they're starting to really build like centers of excellence around it. There's also pockets of particular types of applications which are being built using Power Platform. We, for instance, work in the project management and workspace, so we've developed an application that it's based on the Power Platform. We've extended it beyond that, but it really helps project management and work efforts by consolidating a lot of different work streams and things together into a unified experience. And we've pulled it all together within teams to make, that take a lot of the legwork out of project management and work. So, that never-ending cycle to drive towards less effort, less human effort towards things is what's building these types of the demand for these kinds of capabilities like the Power Platform. It's really awesome. I think it's one of the areas for optimism for organizations that can embrace it and utilize it. And the low code, they used to call it low code, no code. Now it's low code, pro code, which really means that you're in certain areas, it makes sense to invest in having professional development teams work with a low-code team or business people who understand the business friction points. They can go after the areas of automation, which will help them serve their constituents, their customers, their organizations better, faster, cheaper, right? So thanks. If you have any questions, please, love to continue the dialogue. Sign up for our YouTube channel and subscribe here, and keep in touch. Thanks.